Hi, I'm Charlie from Attitude Clothing and I'm here at Roadrunner HQ to talk to Randy and Mark from the one and only Lamb of God.
Hello.
So you set January 24th as the release date for Resolution, which is a follow-up to your last album, Wrath. What can fans expect from the new record?
I think a lot of fast and then some not so fast, dynamic heavy metal, you know, sort of an expansion on what we did with our previous 6 records. Much in the traditional Lamb of God style while adding a few different elements we haven't used before.
Is there any kind of concept or running theme behind the album?
No.
Wrath set the bar high for you guys. Did you feel under any kind of pressure writing Resolution?
A lot of people ask us if we're feeling pressure after the smashing success of our last record, you know, and not really. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves as a band. That's really the only pressure we feel. I mean, not to sound like a jerk, but we really don't write music for anybody else but the 5 of us. Mm-hmm. So as long as we're happy with what we do, that's all that matters. And we're very, very harsh and self-critical.
Other people obviously like it. I mean, your last 3 albums were, you know, what, 27, 8 and 2.
Yeah.
You've been Grammy nominated 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, that and a quarter will get you a bowl of chips at the soup line or whatever. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty awesome, if you ask me. I mean, really, we do have to like it, and that's, otherwise it won't go out, you know? That's all we really care about. It's what we do. It's why we started the band.
You've been together 15 years now. How have your sound and your style evolved over that time?
Well, obviously our style has gotten progressively worse as we get older and hairier.
I think I was kind of going for the musical style rather than your sartorial style, which is impeccable.
I think musically, I mean, the roots of our music, he's playing some of them right now, Lil Zeppelin right there, have been the same from the beginning. I think it's just a matter of us learning our craft and becoming better musicians. At least these guys, you know. I scream. I don't know if you really call me a musician, but I've expanded my range some. Oh. These guys have, you know, in 15 years, you would hope that after playing guitar for an additional 15 years, plus however many he's been doing, then you'd get better at it. And now he's giving Jimmy Page a run for his money. Look at that.
Did you scream for that?
Okay.
You're about to announce a Mammoth tour that will see you on into 2013. Can you give us the scoop on your tour plans following the release of your new album?
Well, we're going to release the album January 24th, I suppose, over here, and the 25th in the States, and the 20th in Australia somehow, and in Germany as well, I believe, because Germany comes out on Fridays. So we're going to do a couple of warm-up gigs, I think, maybe near home, and then we head straight for Southeast Asia immediately after the release of the record, and do some of the countries over there, and then bounce over to Australia for the Soundwave Festival.
Oh cool, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that
so,
sounds great.
Yeah, it's great. There's like 1 million of our friends on that tour. It's going to be a great time. And hit New Zealand and a couple other places, and then it just goes. So like for the next 2 years, we'll be around the world. We expect to be in Europe and in the UK more than likely in the summer of 2012, playing some festivals.
Excellent. What festivals are you doing?
We don't know yet, but I know it's in the works.
Excellent.
It hasn't been announced, but I'm sure we'll be somewhere here in good old Blighty, rocking out.
What can we expect from your live performances in support of this album?
Well, that's going to depend on our mood.
And if you're in a good mood, what are they going to be like?
It's going to be like this.
And if you're in a really shit mood,
it's going to be like normal, like Lamb of God shows, which are really intense and angry. Generally, we're always on a bad mood on the road because we're far away from home and we hate each other. So we put on really good shows. But if we come to some sort of peaceful like agreement and harmonious environment on tour, then it'll be us, you know, hanging out, laughing.
What are you most looking forward to about Hitting the Road?
What? What am I mostly looking forward to about hitting the road? Well, that depends on where we're going to be.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like favourite countries, favourite towns?
Yes, absolutely. Australia, we love.
Australia's a wicked.
Yeah. What I'm looking forward to there is going to be different than what I'm looking forward to in England.
What are you looking forward to over here?
In England?
Mm.
Listening to Led Zeppelin, eating kebabs late at night, and hopefully getting really depressed because I'm away from home and weeping into my kebab. You know, at the end of the night, at the end of a long night in London, you'll often see a half-eaten kebab abandoned on the sidewalk, usually accompanied by a giant pile of vomit. You know that was a good night for whoever had that then, you know. I like Camden Market. I was there yesterday with my compatriot, the gargoyle, Mr. Morton, the guitar-playing gargoyle who's perched over here, you know. Hopefully the next time in London, there'll be another big goth show because I really, really liked going to see the ancient goths. Creaky leather and ancient outfits and bizarre makeup, and they're like 50, and it's just like, wow. I didn't mean to insult you with the gargoyle thing. I was just being gothic.
I wasn't insulted.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this question now, which is a fan question from Facebook. At what point did you guys realise that you'd really made it?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty telling when you don't have to work a day job anymore. I'd say that was probably like the flashing light.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Same for you?
Yeah, it was pretty confusing for a while.
Why was that confusing?
Because I've been working jobs since I was like 13 years old. You know?
Yeah.
And doing this band at the same time. It wasn't like we were like, we are going to devote ourselves to this band and not work. I mean, we're realistic. We have bills to pay. This band didn't pay shit for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden you don't have to work, and then you're sitting there and you're confused, and you wake up and you start drinking immediately, and it's just...